Welcome to the practicum of layout and facility design. Through this video, we will explain about the third module, that is determining machine needs for factory layout planning and material handling. These tables describe of machines that is used in the production process of your product. It can be image, size, and price of machines. You can look it up on the internet. Now let's go to the routing sheet table. In the routing sheet table, there are 12 columns. First column is the number. Second column is the sequence of production process. You can fill it based on each product part. Third column is facility or machine that is used in each process. Fourth column is process time in minutes unit. You can fill it based on operation process chart that you have made. Fifth column is theoretical machine capacity. It contains of average product can be generated by machine to produce a product. Sixth column is machine efficiency or success rate of the machine in the production process. Seventh column is actual machine capacity. Eighth column is process failure or defective. This value be obtained from the previous operation process chart that you have made before. Ninth column is number of products that are requested or demand. This value be obtained from first module. 10th column is actual number of products that are prepared after defective. 11th column is number of machines required to meet theoretical production capacity. And the last column is number of actual machines according to the condition of existing companies. Now let's start the calculation of routing sheet. For the first column, we can fill it with 1. This line can be filled by the name of material. You can see it from operation process chart. The first material is kayu 1. So you can write down kayu 1. Let's see the OPC again. The flow process of kayu 1 are first cutting, that is O1, and second cutting O2, and then inspection I1. So you can write it on the second column. For the next column, you just write down the facility or machine that is used on each process based on operation process chart. So let's see the operation process chart for each process. First process, there is mesin potong 1, and then mesin potong 2, and then meja inspeksi 1. So you can write down mesin potong 1, and then mesin potong 2, and meja inspeksi 1. For the process time, you get it from the operation process chart too, based on each process. You have to divide the process time by 60 seconds, because in OPC the process time is in second unit, so you have to change in minutes unit. So for first operation, it needs 12 seconds, and then 20 seconds, and 10 seconds. So let's move to routing sheet table. You can write 12 divided by 60, and then 20 divided 60. Next column is theoretical machine capacity. Please read the comment first. You can get it by the number of working hours a day multiplied to 60 minutes, which is the unit processing time, then divided to the process time. Don't forget to make it in the round-up form. You can drag it for the next row. Then you can drag. Next column is machine efficiency or success rate of the machine in the production process. You can analyze it from its new machine or the old machine. In this case, the efficiency has been known, so we can move to the next column. Actual machine capacity is capacity of each machine that can produce for products according to the efficiency. We get the actual machine capacity from the multiplication of theoretical machine capacity and machine efficiency. Don't forget to make it in the round-up form, because product that can be produced is in round number form. Then you can drag it for the next row. You can multiply the efficiency machine to the capacity theoretical machine capacity. Then you can drag. For defective, you just write down the defective from the operation process chart. For first process, the defective is 3% and 3% and 0%. So you can write down on the defective column. Then we can continue to the next column. You can write down 2. The second material is kayu tipis. So you can fill the number of process column based on the flow process of kayu tipis in operation process chart. This row is filled with sub-assembly 1 because based on operation process chart, it is assembly process of kayu 1 and kayu tipis. So you can write down sub-assembly 1. You can continue all of it with the same formula. We continue to the next column. This column is filled with number of products that are requested or demand in the first module, demand a day. This value be obtained from module first. And in this case, the company has 100 one I'm sorry 1755 pieces requests for table tennis paddle. Filling way of this column is different with the previous column. In operation process chart, finished product is shown in the bottom. So in this column, you fill from the bottom too. Next step is filling the number of products that are requested or demand in inspection 5. First, you have to check the operation process chart. Value in inspection 5 is gotten from value in number of products that are prepared after the defective a day in next process, which is operation 20 and inspection 6. So you can write down the same to the O44. Then move to the next column. Number of products that are prepared after the defective a day. First, read the command so you will know the formula. The formula is round up column N42, then divide with 1 minus the defective itself, then multiply with 1.0. So you will get the round up value. Fill the number of products that are prepared after the defective a day with the same way like previous row. For filling the number of products that are requested or demand in operation 16, you have to check the next process after operation 16 in operation process chart, which is operation 17. So with the same with O, then you can use the same way formula as the previous one. Then you can drag to up again. For filling number of products that are requested or demand in operation 14, you have to check the next process after operation 14 in operation process chart, which is operation 20. So it must the same with the last value. Then you can use the same way. There are two types of company machine needs. First is theoretical machine needs. It is the number of machines needed to produce each part. Second, actual machine needs. It is the number of machines that are owned by the company. Because this is a new company that will be established, so there is no actual machine owned. So you can write down 0 for all of the actual machine needs. The next row, to fill the theoretical machine needs, first read the comment. The formula is number of products that are prepared after the defective a day divided with actual machine capacity. Then you can just drag to down for calculates one column. The next row is round up form from actual machine capacity because machine is in round number. Then you can drag to down till the bottom. The last thing is you have to write down the conclusion, such as kebutuhan mesin aktual sama dengan 0. Karena rancangan tata letak pada lantai produksi dilakukan dari awal. Jadi belum terdapat mesin existing yang tersedia pada perusahaan atau pabrik. Kebutuhan mesin dalam membangun pabrik dilihat dari kebutuhan mesin teoritisnya. That's all for the tutorial of third module. Hope you can learn and good luck for your practicum. Thank you.